welcome to my video. I'm really glad you are here today. So, how are you guys? I hope you guys doing well today. Wherever you are, whatever you're going through right now, I hope this video finds you at a good moment. So, I want to start with something simple. Think about the last time you really wanted to do something. Maybe try something new, step out of your comfort zone, or go after something you've been thinking about for a while. Did you do it? If you did, good for you. But if you didn't, I want to ask, what stopped you? Was it time, money, other people, or was it something quieter than that? Like a voice inside your own head and say, you're probably not good enough for that. Don't bother trying. I think a lot of us have felt like this. My name is Zalfaa Mutia, and today I want to talk about the beliefs we carry about ourselves that quietly hold us back and we can actually do about that. So, what are we actually talking about when we say self-limiting beliefs? There's a book I came across, it's called Berani Tidak Disukai. And one of the things that really stayed with me from that book is that a lot of the things we believe about ourselves aren't really ours. They were given to us through experiences, through other people's words, and at the same point, we just accepted them as truth without even ever really questioning them. That's a self-limiting belief. It's a thought about yourself that feels true, that you've probably been carrying for a long time, but that deep down isn't actually based on facts. For the example, like, I'm just not good enough. I've never been good at this kind of thing. And I'm not the person who's successful of that. It sounds familiar, right? I think most of us have at least one of these running in the background of our minds. And many of us, of course myself, know how loud that voice can get when we're about to try something that actually matters to us. The problem isn't that these thoughts exist. The problem is that we treat them like facts. We stop questioning them, and over time, we stop trying because why would you try something you've already decided you will fail at or you will fail for? Now, where did this belief come from in the first place? A lot of it starts with experiences that didn't go well. Maybe you tried something once and it didn't work out, and someone around you said something like, see, that's just not for you. And somewhere in your brain that got filled away as a rule about who you are. Then there's comparison. And I think we all know how easy this is, especially now. You're scrolling through your phone and suddenly you're looking at someone else's life, like their achievements, their confidence, how effortlessly everything seems to come to them. And without even realizing it, you start measuring yourself against that, and you come out short every time. And then there are the words people say, not always out of cruelty, sometimes of realism or concern. Be practical. That's a nice dream, but you've always been more of those kinds of sentences. Said once, forgotten by the person who said them, but carried by us for years. So what do we do about it? I don't think there's a magic fix, but I don't think change is possible. And it usually starts with something really small. And the first thing is just noticing. A lot, a lot of the time, these beliefs run so quietly in the background that we don't even realize they're shaping our decision. We just feel stuck or hesitant or suddenly not in the mood to try something we actually care about. So the next time you feel yourself pulling back from something, let's pause. Ask yourself, what am I actually thinking right now? What's the story I'm telling myself? Because once you can see the belief clearly, it already has a little less power over you. The next thing is to actually question it. And this sounds simple, but most of us skip this part entirely. We just accept that through the thought and move on. But ask yourself honestly, is this actually true? Like, is there real evidence for this? Or is this something I've just repeated so many times that it starts to feel like a fact? Think about how you'd respond if someone you cared about came to you when the exact belief about themselves. You wouldn't just not long. You'd push back. You remind them of the times that they did well, the times they surprised themselves. We need to be willing to do that for ourselves too. And then, maybe the hardest part is choosing a different story, not a fake one, not toxic positivity, just something more honest and more open. Instead of saying, I always fall apart under pressure, maybe it's, I've struggled under pressure before, but I've also gotten through hard things. I can figure this out. It's a small shift, but small shift repeated often enough change the direction of everything. I want, I want to leave you with this. The version of us that's capable, that's brave, that figures things out, that person already exists. It's not something you have to build from scratch. It's just been buried under a lot of stories that were never really true to begin with. You don't have to get rid of every fear of every doubt overnight, but you can start small. The next time the voice shows up and tells that you've not enough, let's pause. Question it even just a little. Because here's the thing about self-limiting beliefs. They only have as much power as we give them. And the moment you decide to stop agreeing with every negative thing your mind says about you, that's the moment things start to shift. Okay, I hope something in this video was useful to you. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourself and I'll see you around. Bye bye.